Good evening. Thanks for having me here. My name's Jordan. I'm a product manager on Gmail. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about the future of promotions in Gmail. Now, before we start talking about the future, I wanted to actually talk a little bit about the past. So I want to take you guys back to 2013. Because in 2013, the world was a very different place inside Gmail. It was a simpler time. You guys hit send on your email campaigns, and they show up in our users' inbox, and they would see the email, and everybody gets to go home happy. And then we made an announcement in the middle of 2013 that kind of shook everybody up, especially in this room. And the announcement was the creation of the different tabs, including the Promotions tab, where you guys would send emails, and maybe it would go into the Promotions tab, and maybe the user didn't go to the Promotions tab, and maybe they never saw your email. Now, I was actually not at Google at the time. I was dependent on email marketing myself, and I can tell you that was not a good day for me. It was not a good day for email marketing. In fact, I vividly remember headlines such as this: did Gmail just kill email marketing? Let's fast forward through today. So good news, we did not kill email marketing. You guys should applause for that, right? Okay, good. We did not kill email marketing. That's really great news. Even better news, though, the users actually love the change that we made. They really like the fact that they have these different tabs to help them organize things. But we've been thinking about something increasingly lately. How can we create more value in the Promotions tab for our users? And ideally, how can we create more value for email marketers in the Promotions tab? Now, when we asked ourselves that question, there was one immediate thing that we needed to clarify, sort of one of those hard truths. Google does not create value in the Promotions tab. It's the best emails that create value inside the Promotions tab. And so if we're having a question about how do we create more value, it's really got to start with those best emails that are in that tab. And so we started looking at those. What is it about promotional email? How does it create value? And we realized something kind of basic. See, promotional email is special. It's not like, quote unquote, regular email. Regular email that goes in the primary tab is kind of boring. It's text-based. There's not really much going on there. But promotional email is a little bit different. It's different because it uses a variety of different languages to create value for our users. It can use a visual language. It can use an economic language, like based on deals. And so really, if we're going to create more value for users inside the tab, it's got to be a friendlier place for the types of languages that create that value. And if we do a really good job with that, then maybe you could simply state what the remainder of our challenge is, and that is we need to find the diamonds in the rough. We got to find those best emails and bring them up to the surface and polish them up, make them look really nice. And so that was the lens that we looked at this problem through. How do we unlock more value inside the Promotions tab? And so I wanted to share with you what's about to happen. So that is the new Promotions tab. As you can see, we've used some fancy machine learning to get all the best stuff right up to the top of the tab. We put them into bundles. Everything's nice and organized. We've got images. We've got deals. We've got calls to action. And the best news for the email marketing community is it's sender customizable. You guys are actually the experts at creating value for our users, and we want to give you the keys for how the emails that make it into a bundle get previewed. We just want to follow your recipe because you guys are the ones that create the value for our users. And ultimately, nothing's hidden. Everything that doesn't make it into a bundle, you scroll down, you eventually get to all the rest of your promotions, and it looks exactly as it does today. So the first thing that's going live, and it's going live right now, is on mobile, we've got single image previews. It's everything that's on the screen, single image previews. So we're giving you guys a blank canvas to paint on right inside the tab itself. In addition to that, we got deal badges, the however much % off. You've got coupon codes. You've got expiration dates. And finally, you've got custom logos. You guys will be able to set a different logo if you want to. You have ultimate granularity control. You could set a different logo for each email for each user if you wanted to. We don't recommend that, but you could totally do that. That is, as you guys know, night and day compared to what it has been in Gmail, where setting logos has been a little bit more of a mystery, to put it mildly. So all this is live right now. So I want to share with you a little bit about what we're planning on doing for the rest of the year. So this is where we are today. The next thing that we're going to be working on is going to be adding other bundles. Here's an example of a topic bundle we have here. We're using shopping just as an example. There's a variety of different topics that we could be using. But in shopping, arguably the shopping bundle itself isn't the most exciting thing in this particular design here. The most exciting thing is actually a different type of card that we're using, which we call the catalog card, and it's claim to fame a call to action. So you can actually have the user do the thing that you really want them to do without their even needing to open up the email. And you can see it's also in a carousel. You can mix and match these cards. You can put whatever order that you want to put any of these cards in to tell your story the best way that you feel that you need to. Another type of bundle, just as an example, is a travel bundle. And what you can see here is another example of a different type of card. This is text over an image, because we want to give you guys another opportunity to allow for that visual language that we know creates value for our users to really shine through. As a final example, we chose entertainment. Again, this is just an example of a possible bundle that email could show up in. And the purpose for us giving you this example is just to show you another use for that catalog card. Because in this particular case, instead of it being about a product, it's about an event. So you put a book button in there, and maybe you put a date or something like that, something that's a little bit more event-based as opposed to just a more traditional product. So this is where we think that we can be by the end of the year. There's one part of the story, though, that I want to share with you next. And it has to do with where our story began. Because as you remember, our story did not begin in the Promotions tab. Our story actually began in the Primary tab. So if this is where this is what the Primary tab has been looking like, we look right up at the top here, and in this design here, you can see that what we call the Primary tab teaser. It's the thing that reminds the user, hey, you got something going on in these other tabs here that you might want to check out. Well, we looked at that through the same lens that we looked at the Promo tab through. And what we realized is that is really not a fantastic place for a marketer to create value for our users. It's kind of boring and text-based, and maybe we can do something about that. And so I want to introduce you guys to the new Primary tab teaser. What you can see is it's got imagery. This could be a product. It could be one of your logos. It's alerting the user to expiring deals, because we want to remind the users, hey, you know what? We've made your life a lot easier inside the Promo tab. Maybe you can go back and check it out and quickly see whether or not there's anything that you're interested in. But we're using the language that creates value for those users. Now, there's a lot of effort and energy that we're putting into not just making this engaging for the user, but also making sure that we show it to the user at the right time in the right place so that it greets them when they're kind of ready for it, because we don't want to annoy the user. And that's going to be something that's going to continue to evolve as we get better at doing our job with all the fancy machine learning stuff that we're doing. But we're really excited that we can really create value for our users by helping you guys deliver the value to our users. So that is the new Promo tab. We want you guys to help us unlock the value in the best emails, and we want to give you guys the keys for a sender-specified experience.